Yo, what's going on, guys? And today we're doing my off-season predictions for the Memphis Grizzlies. As you guys know, the way we do these videos is we'll talk about the team, we have our predictions, what we think the outlook for this off-season. So let's get right into today's video. I want your thoughts down below. Like, comment, subscribe. We're on the way to 20,000 subscribers. Now, Memphis Grizzlies went 51-31. They were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. They'll have the 25th draft pick in the first round, the 43rd pick, and the 56th pick. I think I've said that I could see them either drafting Colby Jones or Derek Lively. I either see them draft, or James Nanji. I either seeing them drafted big, especially with the fact that having Steven Adams and Brandon Clark injured really screwed them over. So I think they might go for another pure big to give them more depth, because they only have two pure bigs, really. Because Jaren Jackson Jr., yeah, he plays center, but he also plays power forward. And I'm talking like a pure big, like guy who only plays center. I think maybe that could be on, but you could get that in the second round or free agency. So I don't know if they spend a draft pick. Colby Jones is like Josh Hart and Draymond Green put into a wing player. I expect that they use the first round pick to draft a wing player. A guy like Leonard Miller, if he's available, I see them getting. But also I could see them getting a more NBA ready player. Even a guy like Taquavian Smith. Now, obviously, John Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. is a great trio to have as your top three players under the age of 25 to build around. The makeup of their young core is the reason why the Grizzlies ranked number one in future power rankings before the season started. However, as we learn, the season and playoffs, individual talent means nothing if there's no buy-in, sacrifice, and if the off-the-court distractions are big enough for each player. If Memphis wants to take the next step, they got to become trusted, disciplined, and mature in the locker room. Because if they don't do that, the championship window will close, and the Grizzlies will become one of the greatest what-ifs in recent memory. As of right now, they have 13 players returning, 3 draft picks, and a 12.2 non-taxpayer mid-level exception, and control their own first-round pick in the future years. The big question is, will Dillon Brooks stay on a reasonable contract, or will they just go in a different direction? The offseason finances work that Morant's rookie max extension begins this offseason, but the Grizzlies are still $20 million below the luxury tax threshold, even accounting for the cap hold on their first-round pick. The tax flexibility could decrease by $7 million if Morant is named to an All-NBA team. The requirement to play 65 games does not kick in until next season, so he does qualify. And the last time Memphis was a tax-paying team was in 05-06, and has never paid a tax penalty under Robert Pera. And the Grizzlies have until June 27 to exercise Xavier Tillman's $1.9 million team option. Now, the free agency of Dillon Brooks is one of the most interesting. This guy who's been making like $16 million a year, $17 million a year for the last few seasons. And on one end, the Ford is one of the top defensive players and should be rewarded with a lucrative contract. And Brooks held the All-Stars this year that he played to a 46% effective field goal percentage, the lowest among 72 players to match up at least 500 times with All-Stars, according to Second Spectrum tracking. On the other hand, Brooks is actually a full-on liability on offense, and his actions on the court kind of backfire. During the regular season, shot 34% on jumpers. That's 62nd among 66 players on at least 500 attempts. Brooks shot 36% on wide-open jumpers when the closest defender is at least 6 feet away per Second Spectrum. That ranked 44th among 46 players with at least 200. And since entering the NBA in 2017, Brooks has racked up 58 technical fouls, leading the league this year with 18, and being ejected 5 times. Brooks is eligible for a 4-year, $61 million deal prior to July 1st and will be an unrestricted free agent. Not bringing Dillon Brooks back leaves you with Santi Aldama, Zaire Williams, David Roddy, John Conchar as options to replace him, and they could use their mid-level exception. Williams started 31 games as a rookie in place of Brooks, who dealt with various injuries that year, but kind of Zaire Williams fell off the map this year. And the Grizzlies could also sign and trade to get back assets rather than letting Brooks walk. Brooks would have to agree on a new contract, and it'd have to be at least 3 years, though the first year would have to be fully guaranteed. Now, 6 of the players on the Grizzlies rosters are extension eligible, or 6 of the 15 players on the Grizzlies roster have been expended in the past 3 years. Desmond Bane and Xavier Tillman will probably join that group this offseason. Desmond Bane averaged 21.5 points, shot 48% from the field, over 40% from 3 for the 3rd straight year, and he ranks 4th in 3-point percentage off the dribble among 47 players with at least 150 attempts. And last season, he was first in this category by a significant margin. His next contract should be $27-28 million a year, similar to a Tyler Hero Jordan Poole that they signed in October, which I think was like 5-year, 135. And then you got the option for Tillman, but you can also get him on an extension that can exceed 4 years, $71 million. So if the options decline, Tillman would be a restricted free agent, then they would have the right to max an offer sheet. Doing that and bringing Brooks back could put the Grizzlies in the luxury, though. And let's agree, the one thing that this team needs to target in free agency is shooting. The Grizzlies took the 11th most three-pointers in the league this season, but even Morant and Bane in the backcourt, they finished 23rd in three-point percentage. And if we just want to look ahead and just for some, shooters, I would go out there and say, obviously, you got to go out and see the guys who are going to be cheaper, because I don't, Harrison Barnes would be cool, or like PJ Washington, but I don't know if those be the guys. But Grant Williams, although he may not have the ideal size, he's more of a small ball power forward with elite spot up shooting from 3, and his defense is where he shines. I know Houston's going to be targeting him, but Grant Williams is a guy you could go after. Same thing, Malik Beasley, Naz Reid, KJ Martin. Kelly Oubre, he's been around the league for a good time and remains what he is, an explosive athlete who has some inconsistent shooting ability and poor decision making, but he can be a great defender. Let me hear your thoughts down below. What do you guys want to do and why? But yeah, look for shooters. And Memphis controls its own first and future seasons, as it owes a first-round pick. Also owed a first-round pick from Golden State, and is owed a first-round pick from Golden State. The pick is top 4 protected in 24, top 1 in 25, and unprotected in 26. And the Grizzlies have 4 future second-round picks available for trade. So they're doing pretty well. I want to hear you guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. Took a sip of coffee. What do you guys expect the Grizzlies to do and why? Let me know. Peace out, A-Town style. I hope you guys do enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day, because I know I will. Till next time. Peace